Hey, welcome to The Guide. I'm Will.
And I'm Yo.
And
yeah, we're here to talk about Transformers.
The Fall of Cybertron.
That was your Transformers voice?
Yeah, that's why they didn't hire me for the voiceovers, because I don't really have that low register that a robot would have.
That doesn't sound so much like a Transformer. It sounds more like a Muppet.
Yeah,
that's probably why they didn't.
It's probably a better area of focus for me.
That's why you didn't get the callback. So what'd you think? Transformers Fall of Cybertron.
I thought it was definitely better than any previous Transformers games.
Yes,
off the bat, I mean, it looked better and it played better. It felt to me kind of like a kid's game. I had this notion in the back of my head the whole time, like, this is fun and all, but I still feel like it's not challenging my video gamer side, you know?
Yeah. What difficulty did you have it set on?
Normal.
Really?
What it started with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it did better than the last game, War of Cybertron, in making things different, more variety. Because the last game, it was enjoyable and a lot of people really loved it, but halfway through the game, it was like tromp, 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 shoot, 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 tromp, 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 shoot, shoot. I mean, it just got so repetitive, and then all the corridors, I had the same sort of metallic, robotic look to them, and I just got lost. And this one has a lot more variety. Like, the levels have better variety for the design of them. And then, honestly, early on, I was a little worried because you're playing as Optimus Prime. Like, okay, this is playing just like the last one. It's still cool and all, but then you get to like the cliff jumper and jazz sequences, and then things really get switched up with stealth.
Yeah,
you got like the invisibility cloak and stuff.
Yeah, I do say it started off a little slow, and once you play about midway into the game, it really starts to pick up, and then you do have more options of characters, and the characters
and different gameplay because of those characters.
Yeah, and there's even an opportunity to triple transform.
With Vortex.
With Vortex, you can fly, you can ride, and
you can be a helicopter and just hover around.
Yeah.
And I liked the flying levels where they were open enough where it left it up to you to decide. You can fly around and fight the guys, or you can transform, be a robot on the ground and fight the guys, or mix up the two. And like, I did that a lot on those levels.
Yeah.
Like, I went back and forth from air to ground, and I loved having that strategic element of using my vehicle form and my robot form in the best ways possible to get through the level. And those were a little too few and far between.
Yeah.
But when they came, man, I loved those levels. They were great. And then, the multiplayer modes, they're fine. They're enjoyable.
Yeah.
But pretty standard stuff. I mean, it's not a multiplayer that would really draw me in for an extended period of time. I liked playing it.
Yeah.
And it's fun to design your own Transformer.
Yeah, but you don't have a whole lot of option as far as, I mean, there's like 3 torsos or something you can choose from. Playing the multiplayer felt kind of like playing the previous Transformers games.
Yeah, it was very similar.
It was limited, and it's just kind of, all right, shoot again.
One thing about the multiplayer that kind of bugged me, I don't know if you noticed this, but the ceiling for the flying Transformers was kind of low. And that, I don't know why, but that just kind of bugged me, because I felt like I should have more of an advantage if I can fly. And there's weapons, it's not going to be unbalanced, because there's weapons where you can lock onto a flying Transformer and bring them down.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't be so low that someone with just like any weapon can shoot me down from the ground. I should be able to get up a little bit higher and have that advantage. And I don't know, that just bugged me, so I'll get off my soapbox about that.
We all know Yo's strategy now.
It doesn't work though, because I can't fly very high. Even like an open arena, you can only go so high. It kind of bugged me. So, and then escalation mode, the horde mode for this one, that was pretty fun. It's pretty challenging, but again, not something that really holds my attention for a long time.
Yeah, see, I'm always a fan of horde modes, but maybe they could do zombie Megatrons next time.
That would actually be pretty cool. Zombie mode. Zombie Transformer mode. Dude, you are on to something there.
I don't know. I just thought
Why
of
is
it all on
High
my own.
Moon Studios not talking to you? That's probably because you gave him that bad impression with your voice acting.
Yeah.
Like, that guy sounds like a Muppet. He doesn't know anything about Transformers. So, what would you rate Transformers Fall of Cybertron?
I couldn't give it any better than a 4.
Really?
Out of 7, yeah.
Wow.
Just because, I don't know, it didn't keep my attention, and it felt like it could have been made better too.
I would give it a 5 out of 7. I thought the story it told was pretty epic, especially if you're a Transformers fan.
Yeah.
Like, the way it ties into the original Generation 1 series is pretty cool. And the fact you get to play as Grimlock, come on. There's Dinobots in this game. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I loved that. And so there's lots of cool elements like that, more variety, a better use of distinct characters. Like in the last one, no matter what character you played, the game played the same way.
Yeah.
Here you had to play different depending on what kind of character you were. So there's a lot of little elements like that I thought stepped it up above the last game. So yeah, I'd give it a 5 out of 7. But you're right. I mean, there's still that kind of repetitiveness that sinks in. And then the multiplayer, it's good, but it's not really going to hold your attention very long, I don't think. It's so standard, and that's not bad, but
No.
it's really not going to...
Especially at this point in the season, there's so
Right.
many other huge
Yes.
multiplayer games coming out to
That's the
compete
huge
with.
problem.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't really stand out from all the other multiplayer where we're going to spend our time. So
Yeah.
5 out of 7 for me for Fall of Cybertron, 4 out of 7 for Will, and you can read all the reasons why at our website.
Yeah, check out gameandmovieguide.com and also connect with us social network sites, facebook.com/Game and Movie Guide, and Google Plus and Twitter.
Yeah, and keep up with everything we got going on here at the Guide.